This episode is a second segment of my time in Berlin. I had met up with Dan and Carol. The great thing about Periscope is you get to meet all sorts of people live, and then if you say, hey, I'm going to Berlin, would you like to meet up? Most of the time, most Periscopers are going to oblige and meet up with you. What was great about this particular visit to Berlin was that I knew Dana from Periscope, and she wanted to give me a tour of the city. So we went around the city. I only like certain parts of the city. Sadly, Berlin is not for me. Give me Bremen any day of the week. In the previous segment, I went to Bürgermeister by myself. On the very next day, I went to the east side with Dana Carroll, and we went to see Markthalle Neun and the Berlin Wall. This is the Berlin Wall. And it's really long. I'm not sure how interesting looking at a wall is on YouTube, but you can watch it live on Periscope or on the replay on Periscope. Just tap the link in the bottom in the show description. I'm also leaning heavily on Periscope for this particular part of Berlin because I live streamed most of it and I didn't put most of it on YouTube. So if you watch the Periscope, you'll see me giving you a walking tour of Markthalle Neun. On the YouTube, you just get to see my lunch because I don't like eating on Periscope. On YouTube, it's okay. On the east side of Berlin is Eisenbahnstraße. Why is that special? Because it's the location of Markthalle Neun. This is Dana Carroll. She brought me here. It's a fantastic place for finding artisanal foods. It's a market, isn't it? Well, I think what makes it special, oddly, even though I don't shop there, is the actual Aldi shop. Aldi shop provides, you know, some sort of level of convenience. What Aldi might do, in my view, because some people might not appreciate it being in such a hipster-dipster area, is provide a level of like convenience for everyday items, so that if you did want to come here and get the everyday stuff, you might, just on a whim, also want to sample all the fine food here that is also on offer. I say that because there are places in Hong Kong which are very arty and hipster-dipster, but there's no reason to go there unless you're on holiday or you've got a bit of extra money. There's nothing there to sort of hook you in. You think, oh yeah, I do need a pint of milk, let's go, and then on a whim, you buy something a little bit more extravagant, like these awesome sushi rolls right here. From this to this. Thank you. Thanks. Bye-bye. Altogether, that scrummy meal cost me €9.50. It is one of the very few places that I would wholeheartedly recommend. And if you're on a budget, well, don't be on a budget. I wish I had gone back and had seconds. Or I wish I had got thirds and taken food with me for the next leg of my journey. One thing to be aware of was the time that I arrived at Markthalle. Everything for me seemed perfect because there was hardly any crowds and all the shops were open. Some people on TripAdvisor were complaining, and you can read the reviews about Markthalle Neun on TripAdvisor, and I guess through a combination of either bad timing because there's too many crowds or there weren't enough shops open, their experience wasn't as good as mine. But I really thoroughly enjoyed my experience there. While I was with Dana Carroll, she was explaining to me that there are 14, or originally there were 14 market halls, just like the one we just saw. And Markthalle Neun especially survived World War II, and it survived the interests of a property developer who wanted to redevelop the place, and the community actually came together to thwart the evil property developer. You know, like in that movie with the dancing. But without the dancing. Sorry. So this for me is where it gets interesting. because I want to start making comparisons between Markthalle Neun and PMQ. The TripAdvisor people, the people complaining on TripAdvisor about bad timing, or they're saying the market stalls are closed and everything, we've got to remember they're looking at it from a tourist's point of view. And while my experience was from also being as a tourist, and I enjoyed it, and your results may vary. Remember that Aldi shop? That's important because, like I said, it attracts the local people there every day to keep going back. And generally, Markthalle Neun, in my mind, is going to be successful. PMQ, on the other hand, keeps having to have special events. All the shops are designer boutique studios, which are very expensive. And then that sets up more contrast because the price of land here is different to the price of land in Germany and whatnot. But there's nothing here for locals. You've got to keep having special events, whereas Markthalle Neun doesn't. If you need to, make a second visit to Markthalle Neun if the first time you're not successful. But as with anything, if you plan it properly first time, you don't need a second time. There are 2 more links down below which explain Markthalle Neun. One link gives you a little shop breakdown of the shops, and the other link actually gives you some help towards getting there, the location. And there's a little bit of a write-up as well, generally about the types of cuisine that are available at Markthalle Neun. This place and that place, their success depends on, wait for it, marketing. Okay, I'm gonna go.
I'm feeling like a stalker when I say, oh, I'm again in this